Good morning, students. So, after completing LTI chapter, now I have taken up Z transforms. Z transforms. Today, I will give introduction to transform techniques, and I will explain what is transformation and how many types of transforms are there, and what is Z transform. So, today, first I will give introduction to transforms. See, Z transforms. We study Z transforms in under two headings: two-sided Z transforms, two-sided Z transforms, and one-sided Z transforms. One-sided. I will take up Z transforms first. Afterwards, I will take up Fourier transforms. So Z transform is studied under the heading two-sided Z transforms and one-sided Z transform. Now, what is transform? What is transforms? What are transforms? What are transforms? I will give this example. Suppose you know English language only. Suppose you know only English language. That means you can understand the English words. Suppose some of your friend come to you, say a friend of abroad, okay, and suppose he talks, he uses a word, say a Spanish word. Let us assume that he has come from Spain and he uses Spanish word, manana. See, you don't understand. It has no meaning for you because you know only English. What you will do to understand this word, manana, Spanish word, so you will consult Spanish English dictionary. Spanish English dictionary. When you contact or when you go through Spanish English dictionary, then you will come to know that manana means tomorrow. Tomorrow. In the beginning, manana was not at all meaningful for you, but after going through the dictionary meaning, then when it is tomorrow, then it is meaningful for you, is it not? So this is nothing but translation. This is nothing but translation. Transform is also nothing but translation. What do you mean by transforms? Transform means translation. Transform means translation. See, I took the example of English language and Spanish language. In the case of these transforms, the first original language is real-time language, real-world language, that is time language. That is everything in terms of time. So, translation from time language. Translation from time language to frequency language or frequency domain. We call it time domain, frequency domain. Okay, translation from time domain to frequency domain. And there are three popular transforms. And actually Fourier, it was Fourier who first introduced Fourier series in 18th century. I don't exactly remember date. If you go historically, the first transforms that existed was Fourier transforms. So first he invented Fourier series, then from Fourier series he developed what is known as Fourier transforms. So for better understanding of Fourier transforms, you should have the knowledge of Fourier series. Fourier transforms. So then after Fourier transforms, to include more waveforms, then Laplace transform came into existence. Therefore, Laplace transforms are the extension of Fourier transforms. Then after Laplace transform, to cover up discrete time signals, So Z transforms came into existence. Therefore, what are Z transforms? Z transform is nothing but extension of Laplace transform. Extension of Laplace transform. Therefore, these are the three transforms that are existing. Very interesting to go through. Fourier transforms, then Laplace transforms, Z transform. So all these transforms, the translation from time domain to frequency domain. Translation. For example, no, take Laplace transform. If you take Laplace transform, x of t goes to x of s. X of t goes to x of s in the forward direction. Okay. On taking Laplace transform for a time domain function, this is frequency domain. Then any transforms in the reverse direction, inverse Laplace transform is carried out because you have to come back to real time language. Therefore, on taking inverse Laplace transform on x of s, you will come back to x of t. Is it not? See, you must be knowing logarithms. So why logarithms came into existence? To multiply or to divide two big numbers. It was necessary to have a tool. So now you have calculators, but in the last century, that is during 1970s, 80s, so calculators were not there, and students used to have logarithmic tables. So logarithms are also a kind of transformation. So students used to take logarithms, and they come back to real time world after taking anti-logarithms. Is it not? So very much similar. So Fourier transforms, Laplace transform, Z transforms. Now in the next class, I will take up Laplace transform first. So then I will take up extension of extension of Laplace transform is called as Z transforms. In the next class, I will take up about Z transforms. Thank you.